She should have known that my hair was a couple of different blondes, and she should have corrected the blondes so that the blue would take on all of it, not just some of it. And I really don't like the way this looks. This is not the look that I was going for. I wasn't going for this blended blondie, greeny, bluey look. I wanted most of it to be greeny, bluey, but it looks like most of it, to me, it looks like most of it is blonde. Oh, I'm so not done with this one subject. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I wasn't happy with it, but she had another client, so I caved and said I will sleep on it and let her know the next day if I'm going to come back on Sunday or just live with it for a month.
Are you videoing?
Yeah.
So watching your hair come out. Bye bye.
Well,
go back.
I'm gonna forget what this looks like.
Oh God! Well, wait till it's dry.
Well, I want to remember what this part
So
looks
you can
like.
see what this is.
Oh my god.
Yeah, those are your breaks. So you're gonna have little pokies. So funny.
Shorter now.
That you can do. Or windshield wiper.
The stringiness.
Not done.
Look how angel hair like that.
It's like angel hair. It is angel hair.
Feels like a chia pet.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
No, probably not. That's just
Probably
how
not
that's
such
just
a
how
good thing.
damaged I guess it is, right? It's all
Yes, yes.
oh, it feels like the end of a broom or a feather duster. That's what I'm
Pulling on
thinking. I'm not pulling, I was
Better not.
puffing it.
Can I put that on my Facebook?
Sure.
Do you have your permission? Should I tag you or not tag you?
What do you think? It's beautiful, isn't it? All right, we're about to go in and we'll show my husband. Ta-da! What do you think? All right, I'll be honest with you. I don't remember if I've already showed you the video of my hair when I came back from the salon. And the reason why I don't remember is because that was a week ago. Yes, that is correct. Last week I went to go get it done, this color, and it did not come out this color. I was very much disappointed. I had some of it here on the sides, but it was all funky blonde here, and it was funky blonde down here. She didn't bleach it correctly, I guess. So we went back today and we got it bleached correctly, so it's all more one even bleached tone. Check this out. I'm showing you my flowers here. It singed my hair. It bleached too much. So don't let my beautiful colored hair fool you. It will ruin your hair. It will. Alright? Look at that. My hair was not that short before. It singed it. She had to trim it shorter. Who is this? Whose accent is this? Who the heck did you? Am I some debutante or something? Oh no, I'm not. I think I'm just being silly. I think having new colored hair makes me silly. And I still have my peanut butter and jelly earrings on. And I was doing some coloring. I've got red noodle. I colored her. I'm going to do some more, so I will keep you posted. I've also got my rainbow noodles coming out of my head. I thought that was awesome. Why do I have this accent? I'm just being silly. I don't know. I can't seem to stop though, whatever it is. And then we also got this rainbow brick road. I don't know if I've shared this with you or not. I don't remember if I've talked to you about the rainbow brick road. I think I have. I don't remember. And then we've got Crystal is a rainbow. The rainbow noodles. Yes, we are. All the noodles coming out of her head again. It's a lot cuter than the other one that looked kind of sad. And then we have this beautiful beauty. This is my bowl of rainbow noodles. Why do I have this accent? This is funny. Alright, and then I have not colored this. This is my pencil drawing of the town hall. Have I explained this theory before? Have I explained it, my darlings? Have I? We can stop the accent now. Okay, we're stopping the accent now. I don't mean to make fun of people that speak like that. I guess I was being silly. So my town hall analogy, I don't know if we've said this before, but we're going to try to say it again, just in case. Maybe this is the first video you've come across and you haven't watched any past videos. So we are going to give you our inner world understanding. It's not so much something we visualize, it's something we described one day. We just happened to describe it one day, and now we can visualize it. So we described it first, now we can visualize it. It's like an analogy being imagined. An analogy turned imagined. Because I'm in an OSDD1A Facebook group. Yes, there is one. Hardly anybody's in it, so if you want to join us, make sure you're at OSDD1A, because we need more support. If you don't know, we do. When you go to that Facebook group, there was a post just today or yesterday, I don't remember what day it was, and they asked if anybody here is also having trouble with their inner world. And pretty much everybody that commented said yes, we don't have one. We don't have an inner world. Is that a normal thing for OSDD 1A systems? Is that we don't have inner worlds? Maybe some OSDD 1A systems do. I'd be very interested to know. Are you an OSDD 1A system with an inner world? How did you develop it? Was it difficult? Did you start with a description and then imagined it? Or did you see it in your headspace and then describe it? I think ours is an analogy that's now something we can visualize. That's the only reason why I'm going to describe my town hall. Here's my town hall. I think I've said this before. I think we have. I think we've said it before. All right, so we have the podium up front. We have the mayor. She was Kathy. Kathy was the mayor. She was like this robot that was programmed by us at age 13. A few of us put our best parts of us into this program, this machine, this mask, if you will. And she was very, very functional, but on a two-dimensional level, if you know what I mean. Very shallow, because there wasn't much depth to her. If anybody was to get to know Kathy, the woman behind the mask, they'd get to know Crystal. But Crystal would not let anybody get close. Oh no, no, no. Crystal programmed herself. I specifically remember the day I invented Kathy, and we put the mask on, and we presented ourselves to the world as a 13-year-old who was perfect in every way. And everything about our persona that we gave to everyone was entirely fake. Entirely fake. And when anybody ever got to the real Crystal, the mask would come down for just a minute, and we got to be free for just a minute. Like being let out of prison release for a special holiday kind of thing. And then somebody would get too close to Crystal again, and all of a sudden the mask would go up. So Kathy is the mayor of this Crystal City, if you will. And Kathy made sure that every noodle was in place, every noodle did their thing. Baker, butcher, candlestick maker, everybody did what they were supposed to do. But as time went on, as trauma continued, did it stop? Oh no, we had childhood trauma, but did the childhood trauma stop? Oh no, our abusers changed, not the abuse. The abuse didn't stop. We just kept the mask up for protection. That was Pink's noodle, not Pink, sorry, Magenta. I get them mixed up because they're so close. Magenta was a fighter. Magenta would not let anybody hurt her ever again. Heck no. So Magenta had this idea to create Kathy. And when Kathy mask came on, gloves came off. I'm just kidding. We were all hiding behind the Kathy mask. And so we're hiding behind the Kathy mask. 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 What were we saying next? After years, days and months and years of mental health issues, having this rise and fall of mental health issues, it was like the Kathy mask would come down when Crystal would get comfortable. And then as soon as she got comfortable with being her true self, somebody would remind her why we had the Kathy mask on. Oh yeah, that's right. Grab that again. Why do we let anybody get so close? We can't let anybody get too close. We can't be triggered. We can't be upset. We're not allowed to be upset. We're not allowed to speak our truth. We're not allowed. We were taught that. We were taught that as children. We're not allowed. Okay, so it's like the mayor of a town being perfect. But for who? If the citizens were not happy with the mayor, what else were they to do? So they go to this town hall meeting and they raise their hand. They raise their hand and they fold their arms and they tap their feet and they're waiting for the mayor to just let them speak, let them vote, let them ask a question to the mayor. And the mayor knew that if she let the noodles go, if she let the noodles come to the podium, havoc would break loose. Because it always does every time we get too comfortable. But we, noodles of Crystal City, had to get so comfortable with the whatever. We had to let it go. Elsa, we love you. Elsa taught us to let it go. We can't hide behind Kathy's mask anymore. It's not working. Our city is evolving. We are growing. We are maturing, and we are falling apart as a city. This mayor is not doing anything for us. We want a better life. Why do I have this voice? Oh. Anyways, we get to this point in our journey. Why do I have this voice? If this is an altar, if this is a neutral, I don't know who this is. Describe yourself, please. Is it the red noodle? No. Maybe. No. We are so co-conscious right now. This is unbelievable. I'm not putting on a show. This is just how crazy our mind feels right now. We just need to accept it. Whatever it is, we need to accept it. So if we need to accept it, then you need to accept it, darling, okay? So I'm going to accept it, so you're going to accept it. And if you don't accept it, click off. Don't be a pansy and put your thumbs down on the damn YouTube video. This is just the way our brain is presenting itself as we speak out loud for one of the first times of our life. We're trying to tell you what happened. We're trying to tell you what went on in our inner world. We had people in our inner world that were fighting and so very tired and so very desperate to get out of the cage. Now who's this? Now what are we doing? Oh my gosh. We overtook the throne. We pushed that damn Kathy bitch off the podium and we took back our city. And that was June 4th, 2020. It is now the later part of August. And there was a rebellion rising. It's been rising for years. It was rising within us ever since 2015. And now the noodles have taken back the town. We did not kill Kathy. In fact, we bring her back once in a while to get through some tough stuff if we need to. But we don't want her to. We don't want her to be there, so she's sitting on her front porch, knitting socks for her grandchildren. It's just a figure of speech. Don't take it literally, please. And she's rocking away on her chair, waiting for the bat signal in the sky to signify we might need her for this situation. We might need her to present our fake selves to the world. But we refuse. We refuse to let Kathy be our leader anymore. So for a good 4 weeks, I'll say 4 weeks, we had no leader. We had no leader? What the heck is this accent now? We had no leader. I sure hope I don't use this footage. You guys sound all nuts. Alright, so we had no leader. We had no leader for 4 months. 4 months? No, 4 weeks. We had no leader for 4 weeks. And it was chaos. Everybody was coming to the podium. Everybody was speaking their truth. Everybody was flying out of the cage like birds who would never flown before. Truths were being said. Secrets were being revealed. Trauma was being discovered and remembered. It was one of the hardest times of our lives, but it was also so very healing and so very freeing and so very, very wonderful. So our control freak Noodles had to take a seat and just let it all out. They had to. And when they did, it made it so much easier for all the Noodles to come forward. When they did, we didn't know it was d.i.d. We didn't know it was OSDD. We didn't know anything. We still don't know much at all. That's why we are on this discovery. And that's why we are talking to people. That's why we are doing self-therapy. That's why we are journaling and making system maps and trying to understand ourselves, because it's like a child that wasn't allowed to grow up and was supposed to be in the cage for the rest of its life. And then when you let that child out of the cage, they may look like a grown adult, but their mind is very childlike. Their mind is very lost and confused. Well, that has been a very long video for me telling you absolutely nothing. I'm probably going to cut out all of that, and if I don't, maybe I'll use some of it in other parts, and some of it in other parts, and some of it in other parts, and why do we keep talking like this? This is not our accent. I'm gonna go, 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 go. I'm gonna go, 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 gonna go, 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 gonna go, go, go. But you know what? I am kind of afraid to go. Why? Because then I'm left alone again, alone with my thoughts. Alone with all these Noodles that don't know what to do. That's why we dye our hair a pretty greenish blue. So what do? We say toodaloo. And you know who. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.